Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming by today. It's much appreciated. We're calling it a podcast because today I'm just speaking to you. We're playing no games or anything. We're GCROCK, the Discord community leader today, rather than the channel content creator. We're going over some changes I've been working on for our server for the last few years, and I know there's quite a few of you that are interested in everything we've been working on. So I thought before we put these changes into place and do our Discord meeting, it'd be a good idea to actually have everything like written down in article form, go through it with you guys and just have a chat about it. So that's what we're doing today, and I appreciate you guys jumping in to watch us. I'll try and be as quick as I can and not keep you too long, but quite a lot to go over at the same time. It's quite a lot, but quick hellos. How you doing, Radio? Robbie, hello. Hello, hello. Benson, Blackheart, greetings. Good day, sir. Enigmatic Soul, you're having a great day. Welcome. Hey, Jen. Must be quite early for you Americans still. Cold as well by the looks of it. Tony, what's up? Avi, Clogfloppers, Poons, how you doing? Hope you're well. Johnny on Twitch. We are doing this on Twitch as well. We've gone on the just chatting category there. I think that's the category to use for stuff like this. But welcome. We're just gonna first for the I think a lot of you know the last few years where we've been out with the community and the evolution of it and our channels and stuff like that. But some might be wondering, why are we making so many Discord changes? Why are all these changes coming? So very briefly, it's been a bit of a ride for this 7 years, right? We kind of we've been growing, we've been evolving. We've been doing some very good stuff in the Discord community and on the YouTube channels. And for the first third of it, I was free, single, all the time in the world. And then we met Lady Rock, and a lot of spanners got thrown in the works. There's a couple of years there where things just kind of got disjointed a little bit, which I think's understandable. But still, we proceeded to do great stuff. But recently, by the end of 2023, I was kind of ready to go full flow again, and I reevaluated everything. And that's where we're at after the reevaluation and looking at all our current systems in the Discord community, how the channels were working. There just needs to be some changes and new foundations set going forward, pretty much. Poor Stacey getting the blame for everything. I know, right? And it comes off the back of a year and a half ago. We did a big Discord maintenance, which is kind of, that was meant to be the one. That was meant to be where we were heading. But at the time of mindset, so I think June 23, the mindset there, I was looking to really expand. I wanted to expand away from the division. So the mindset was disjointed, and we did a lot of work around expanding. And that's because we had a Destiny side to a community. We were looking to bring in more games, and it was a lot of work went into setting the foundations to enable that, in which literally months later, I was lucky enough to win this training session with Stone Mountain, Snoopy, Mr. Waffle Waffles, and we had 8 weeks of training with these people that have millions and millions of followers, and I changed my entire mindset. So we did a big, huge Discord change, and then months later, I went back on everything that we set that change on. So this is long overdue, but I didn't just want to do it right away. I didn't just want to freaking just revert everything we just did. I wanted to give it time, see what worked, and really take time to set out these new foundations, which I'm going to show you today, which will be implemented in February. So it was meant to be before the end of January, but it's just, it's hard to pick times and dates and deadlines for this sort of stuff just because life and other things happening. And but definitely in February at some point we are going to be introducing all of these changes I show you today, and we'll be moving forward with these new sort of foundations. So that's what we're going to go over today. Okay, that's what we're going to go over. It's going to be boring. I'm just going to be reading to you, answering any questions, explaining them, and just to give the people that care about the Discord communities and the community side of it the vision, because this is the new vision. Hashtag blame Stacey. She is an amazing addition. I wouldn't change anything for the world. But having a baby, and it was a crazy few years. It really was. But we got through it. We're here, and we have a lot of time to put into this again, and I want it directed in the right way. What's up, Theo? Happy Valentine's, Lady Rock. Have some Discord changes. She's great, by the way. She really gets involved. Alvin, what's up? Hello. Twitch, how you doing? Okay, unplayable, lots of game lag. They did Discord meeting. Sorry, they did game meetings today, right? Oh, thank you for your words. Love the Discord, bro. Let me get the EB. That's what it's about. Blame Bo. So we're gonna get into it. Okay, so let's bring up my website. You'll probably not be able to read this. This is all live on the website now, though. In fact, let me just yeah, I think I'll take my cam off if it's going over. I think you're going to be able to read this anyway, to be honest with you. I'm just going to be reading it and discussing it. But this is live. If you go to GCROCK.com and click on blog, these are all there for you to read yourselves. They have been for the last week. I've just been quiet about it. I think a few people have found them anyway. But we're going to go through today. The things we're going to touch on is our new Shade Agent role within our Discord community and how that's going to work. We're going to touch on the second wave clan because we haven't evolved our clan really for a long time and it needs some adjustments. So we're going to talk about the second wave clan changes. Team GC, this is what's coming in to replace our current Shade team. We're going to talk about that. And modding training and our moderator guidelines we're going to go over. So just to be very transparent with you guys and to increase that transparency, we've created kind of a new moderator sort of structure, which we're going to be going over. And finally, there's going to be community commendations. We're not going to go too deep into that because it's just for a small percentage of people. Yeah, community commendations, I'll be explaining what we're going to be doing with them. They're replacing our community trophy system. Might touch on community events as well. What's up, Wayne? But I think we'll start with the Shade Agent role. So GCROCK community Shade Agent role. This is something, so at the minute, this is going to be confusing. I have been fed back it's going to be confusing because the current Shade team, we have Shade Agents and that you've got to kind of forget that. That's all getting deleted. But I do like the idea. We are Discord division Discord community, and I love the idea of having a Shade Agent role, but this is a reinvented role. It's nothing to do with the old Shade team or anything like that. A completely new role. So what is the Shade Agent role for? The Shade Agent role has been introduced to help tackle the growing problem of toxicity within gaming communities. From day one, we've done a great job with managing our community and keeping it a safe place. The more we grow as a community, the more likely we are to run into toxic people. Our main goal is a non-toxic environment for our members. However, we can't 100% achieve this because we don't control people. What we can do is create incentives for those who aspire for us to reach 100%. To gain full access to our Discord community, members must apply for the Shade Agent role once they have met the requirements. Admins will screen these applications in order to keep this role. Admins will screen these applications. In order to keep this role, members must continue to act as role models while upholding our community rules. So what are the role requirements? Members can apply for the role through our contact section in the Discord, but should only apply when they have met the following. Member of a community for a minimum of 3 months while being fairly active. Your profile name, picture, and description must be respectable within our Discord and any other platforms associated with you. You must have not received any admin warnings within the last 3 months. Admin warnings are for more severe rule breakages, but we'll also take a look at any moderator warnings that you have. You must not have been banned within the past 12 months and had it revoked. Meeting the above requirements will allow us to screen you for the role. We look at any notes on your profile, any history, your activity, and how you conduct yourself with other members, among other things. A voice chat with an admin may sometimes be required if anything stands out before we can give you the role or decline it. There's also an option to fast track to Shade Agent if you make great contribution before being with us for 3 months. Joining Team GC or having another Shade Agent endorse you will remove the 3-month requirement. So what perks do you get with this role? What does this role bring to you? Well, the Shade Agent role comes with many perks. You have a pingable LFG. A favorite for many is our pingable LFG channels. Shade Agents will have the ability to ping those wanting to receive notifications when you are looking to get numbers for certain activities. You'll have access to the self-promo channel. You'll have access to a self-promo channel where you're able to share your content like live streams or videos. Just got to pause that Twitch ad one more time. That's the last pause I could do, Twitch. You got an ad coming soon. You get a teal name color, so you stand out in the community as your name will change color to teal. You get access to community stream team, shade agents that often help our community members and do so while streaming. We'll have access to the stream team role. This role enables you to notify members when you go live helping our community. That's all on your channels, so helps promote your channels again if you're helping our community. And moderator in training. You'll have access to our path to moderator. The mod in training role allows you to go through our moderator training program so you can further learn about how we moderate. Anyone that passes our path to moderator will have the opportunity to become one of our moderators as spaces open. TSW manager and LT, so this is our clan. Shade agents will be offered opportunities to become part of our clan management structure as spaces open. So all these things in the community which are pretty much current in a way, these are now all going to be kind of locked behind a shade agent role. So we're making sure that there's only role models that can do all of this. If you're going to be naughty or toxic in our server, then you're not going to have access to any of this. So I'm hoping it gives people incentive just to be respectable, because we've had a lot of issues in the last few years. A lot. Can I lose a shade agent role? Members can lose a shade agent role, and doing so will remove all of the above perks. Leaving our Discord community will lose all of your roles. You'll need to reapply if you join us again. Receiving an admin warning, will remove your shade agent role along with its perks. Admin warnings are for more severe role breakages that don't warrant a ban. Multiple moderator warnings may result in an admin warning. Along with losing your shade agent role, you'll lose these roles if you have them: senior moderator, mod in training, team GC, clan manager, or LT. Some community commendations may also be lost. As long as you remain respectful to other people and remain non-toxic within and towards our community, you'll be safe with your role. You'll have to wait 3 months before applying for the role again if you lost it through an admin warning. You'll have to wait 12 months if you get a ban revoked from the date you're allowed back into the server. So that is the new shade agent role. Again, reasons for it is to kind of help keep our community a bit more toxic free, give you some consequences for any bad actions you choose to take. And I guess I'm kind of just hoping, within the last few years, we've had quite a lot of incidents. I'm just hoping we can lower the amount of incidents that we have with people now that there's stuff you can lose if you enjoy our community, you know, like the pingable LFG, the teal name color, if you share your streams, if you're part of our clan management system, you know, or if you're part of Team GC, you know, if you're part of like the heart of our community, we don't want people being toxic, because that is our fundamental value. So it kind of just makes sense to me, and that's the reason. It's kind of something between a ban as well and nothing. Like we've got some consequence other than just a ban. Like when we're looking at a big incident and there's multiple people involved, sometimes like most of them do just get banned, but sometimes it's like, well, did they really deserve a ban? And this is for those. Like this is like, okay, we're not going to ban you, but you're going to have 3 months with that role taken away from you, and you're going to have to prove to us over the next 3 months that you can, you know, earn it back. So that's that. I'm going to quickly catch up with chat before we move on, if there's any questions around that or what you guys think. Sat on a train, wish I had my earphones on me. They put me on loud, they'll be wondering who's this jerk. Again, if you miss anything, this is all on the website now. You'll be able to read this all for yourself. And the stream's going to be saved, so you can watch it back. Hey, there's Lady Rock. Everything. Everything. Valorian, reading my admin and mod messages, I'm going to lose my shade agent role. And not at all, I doubt it. You're definitely a role model, Valorian. There's obviously, I just reading that, there's obviously a lot of question, well, what is an admin warning? Like, there's a line, okay? At the minute, the line is up there. It's like way up there, and people get away with murder. We're bringing the line down a little bit, but at the same time, to lose your shade agent role, it's got to be something serious. We're not gonna lose your shade agent role because you're posting on the wrong channel, because moderators are having to pick up on little things all the time. Like, it's not that. It's really about I can give an example recently where in our PlayStation LFGs, there was a falling out and a group of people really laid into this guy. And there was like emoji spamming, there's practically social bullying going on. Like how some people lasted the weeks that they did with all that going on was beyond me. I was like, this has to be nipped in the bud so quick. And it is that sort of thing. It's real serious shit. It's we're not going to remove your shade agent role just because you had a bit of attitude. Or it's going to be serious. It's something we've got to learn, but we'll progress with it. But we're just bringing that bar down from allowing people to social bully for weeks on end while it gets discussed to being able to deal with that very quickly. But at the same time, yeah, we're not going to go too far low where people are losing a shade agent role because they posted self-promo too many times or something, you know? Do current agents still need to apply? The old shade agent role just going. We will discuss Team GC very soon. But yes, is the answer to that. You just want to learn raids and incursions? We will be getting to that. Everything I just wrote is just for the new shade agent role within the community. So what I said at the start there was there's confusion because our current shade team has a shade agent role, but we are removing everything to do with our current shade. That is going, deleted, done, and we are bringing in Team GC. We are then recreating a shade agent role for everybody, just for the community. The clans are separate between each platform, yes. The clans are what we're going to move on to. We're going to move on to the second wave now. So that's our new shade agent role. Again, this is all on the website. You can go to GCROCK.com. You can bring this up, go to my blog. It is all here for you to have a read through at your own leisure. But second wave, what are we going to do with the second wave? Okay, this is our clan. It's our community clan. Let me read through this one. This is something that was added late in the day. Now, a lot of the stuff I'm going over today, I have been working on since the end of 2023. I have been, well, that's the last 7 years. Everything's the last 7 years feedback that we've got on data. But for most part, I've been heavily working on this for the last year. The second wave is something that I got added quite late on. It was after one of my admin meetings. But still, I think it's good. So we're going to go through this. So the second wave. Second wave TSW is the biggest clan you'll find on the division, stretching across PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. We have multiple clans set up to welcome anybody. All our clans are managed through the Second Wave Discord server, and our members don't just have the support of their individual clan members, but they have the opportunity to link up with anybody across the whole clan system. Being a part of TSW is not just about being in a clan. TSW is an extension of the GCROCK community Discord, which means we aim to give you a non-toxic environment. All of our clans must follow the same rules as set out in our main community. With monthly projects, community commendations, an annual league, and more, members of TSW will find a very engaging clan and community that should meet your expectations. How to join us. You can join TSW through the Second Wave Discord server. We highly recommend that you're a part of the GCROCK community Discord also. There are a few different ways that people can join. As an individual, simply let us know that you're looking for a clan in the Discord server, and our clan management team will get you into a clan as soon as we can. We aim to reply to every request within 24 hours, and you just need to follow a few instructions to get set up. If you have friends, we can make sure you're all in the same clan, so just let us know. As an already established clan, the Second Wave is a great platform for clans, and many other clans come and join us. You keep control of your clan and can leave with your clan at any moment, but you must accept our clan rules while you are with us. So the TSW perks and rules. This is where kind of a lot has changed. We have a few perks when you join the Second Wave. You'll join an individual clan that has up to 50 other members. In the TSW Discord, you'll have a clan channel for your clan, which makes communication easier. Not only do you have your individual clan, but we have joint clan channels as well. You'll have a channel to communicate with every other clan on your platform. Transfers are always open. If you find friends that are in other clans, we'll make sure we get you all in the same clan, if that is what you want. Clan commendations are available to challenge you and your clanmates to some Discord vanity rewards. Every month we issue a clan project for you and your clan to work towards. If clans complete all projects in the calendar year, you'll unlock some more Discord vanity rewards. Every year we have a TSW League where our clans get invited to compete against each other in a series of challenges and events. The TSW League always runs from July to October. Opportunities will be available to become part of a clan management team. Members will get opportunities to become clan lieutenants, and members will get opportunities to have their own TSW clan as a clan manager. Our rules for TSW. Every member of TSW must follow the rules that are set across all of our Discord servers. Each TSW clan needs to have a clan manager and at least one clan lieutenant. Clan managers can manage their own lieutenant and agent roles, and must make sure the clan is maintained and follows our clan rules. For members to obtain a clan manager or lieutenant role, they must have the Shade Agent role in our GCROCK community Discord. Without this role, you cannot be part of our clan management. You'll lose your clan management roles if ever you lose your Shade Agent role. Managers and lieutenants should fill their clans with requests from the TSW Discord server only. If you promote members to agent, they must be aware that it is not their job to manage any requests or invites to the clan. All clan members are to be given their individual clan role for access to the clan channel. All clan members should put their platform handle in the Discord handle for the TSW server. This is for clan management and record purposes. As a member of TSW, there is a TSW commendation available in the main community server if you want it, but you must request it through the contact system. The clan commendation is in the main community server is purged every year, and you must request it each year. Clan members are free to transfer clans as they wish, but if it is to another TSW clan, you must request it through your managers. Clan managers can't release members unless they have been inactive for over 30 days. If your clan is full, you must inform admins and release some inactive people over the 30-day threshold. Clan members should have their platform handle in the Discord handle to make this easy to manage. If a member informs you of extended absence, you should take note and keep their spot in the clan. If members are removed through lack of activity, they are free to rejoin TSW whenever they like. If members know that they will have extended absence, they can let management know so that they won't get removed. If members get banned from our community, then they must also be released from the clan. An admin would request this action. Clan managers and lieutenants should be active within their clans and need to offer at least one session per month where they try and get clan members together to do activities. Activities can range from anything, including going for clan commendations. Clan managers should try and get a team together within their clan to take on the annual TSW League. Clan managers and lieutenants can stand down and ask to be replaced at any time. Clan managers are free to take the clan and leave TSW at any time. In the event a clan manager wants to disband from the TSW setup, admins will inform all clan members and see who wants to stay with TSW. Any members wanting to stay will be provided with a new TSW clan. Community admins are in charge of TSW clans and will make sure that they are ran correctly with the clan managers. Admins will help consolidate clans for better activity in quiet times, and they will facilitate expansion of clans during busier times. Clan management must respond and respect any actions asked from our admin team. Every clan must set up this way. I'm not going to read over that, but that's basically the in-game clan and the settings that you choose. And there's just a section here about bringing your clan to TSW. If you already have an established clan, you can bring your clan under the TSW umbrella. You'll keep control of your clan and will be given a clan manager role. It is important that you have the Shade Agent role within our main community server, or you cannot be the clan manager. You must appoint at least one clan lieutenant. Lieutenants must also have the Shade Agent role, or they cannot be lieutenants. Your clan will be treated as any other TSW clan and must follow the same rules. See perks and rules above. Just reach out to our community admin team via the contact channel in the main community server to discuss joining TSW. You're free to leave TSW at any time, but all clan members will be given the opportunity to transfer to another TSW clan if they would prefer to stay with us. So, quite a lot of words there, but very briefly, we're giving anybody that has a TSW clan now as a manager, it's in effect your clan. We're removing this whole spreadsheet stuff. We don't want spreadsheets. We don't want people. We don't want this to be work. Like, it's not work. It's as simple as make sure your clan members have their platform handle in their Discord handles in the second wave server. It's your clan to manage based on these rules. We will be enforcing these rules. We're trying to create activity. We're creating like a little clan league every year, monthly activities. We've got commendations you can aim for, which is good to work together as a clan. We're still treating it like a one clan. Everything within the second wave server is still one clan. You don't have to work with the people just in your 50 clan member limit. You can work with anybody on your platform in the second wave limit, which is unlimited to that platform. The only thing where it is just like your clan is the TSW League. That will be like a clan battle. It'll be clan versus clan. That's the only thing where it'll just be solely down to the individual clan that you're in. But that's just for a little bit of fun, a little bit of competitiveness, just a little bit of fun each year. So a lot remains the same, apart from we don't want these spreadsheets. We don't want this to be work. We want it to be a lot more relaxed. If ever you're done with TSW, there's nothing about poaching. You can go to any clan that you want. Where you want to be, you can be. If you stay within TSW, we just want to know where you are. And if you come to TSW and you want to leave, no problem. But we will offer the clan, make sure everybody wants to leave. If people want to stay, they can. And if you're given a TSW clan, like if you help us grow clans and you've currently got a clan and you know, you can leave at any point. You can keep that clan. It's essentially your clan when you get it and you're under the TSW bracket. I want to see more as a clan platform than how it has been. So I'm hoping that removes a lot of problems that I've seen in the past, because there has been a lot of problems with the clans. Especially when people have wanted to leave and stuff like that. I'm hoping that it's just easy transitions whenever anything pops up. If anything pops up. And we just want more engagement. More engagement for our clan managers, more events set up on a monthly basis, just more engagement, more help going on, and more reason to be in the second wave and to be part of our second wave platform. So that's that. Again, this was added late in the day. I am very happy with what I came up with, but yeah, it was added late in the day. I think, though, as a whole, I do think we remove a lot of work and we're going to be making it more fun. People will have to be active on the game, though, at the same time. So when people get a little bit inactive on the division, then maybe, you know, it's a change of clan management to more active people. I'll quickly read through the messages before we move on. Hey, Salt and Pepper. People just jumping in. Today we were just discussing all our community changes coming up in our Discord servers. No gaming today. But all these changes are going live in February, so we're just going through all the write-ups that I've done for all the changes before they go live. So, and these changes are all available on the website right now, GCROCK.com. You can read for yourself. The new foundations for our community going forward, which we're going to build upon. It's not like set in stone. We'll advance these as we go and as we learn and as we process it. Hey, good evening, Mew. What's up, Rick? Old Knight, what's up? Just reading through the roles, commendations. It looks like an awful lot of work for me and the team to go through to continue helping the community with raids, which we have been doing for years. You've not read it all then, Drizzt. You've not read it all. If you're an experienced team, we have a meeting, and for example, I know your team. So you'll be given any roles and commendations that I know you can do, which is basically everything, right? So it's nothing for your team to go through. That's for new starters, people going through the system. But as experienced people. But that's why we're doing this today, Drizzt. This is why I'm going through it, so I can explain it as I go. What's up, Brecon? Great time to get the second wave X page busy. I was thinking about that. Maybe we do reignite the second wave X page. I will explain, does it? But Drizzt, you've missed the point in there, which I think is clear if you read it all. As an experienced team, you're treated completely different. It's mainly for like new starters. Well, what are we on next? We've done new Shade Agent role. We've done the second wave. We're on to Team GC now. So on Team GC. Let's go. Let's do Team GC then. This is replacing our... Oh, sorry. I forgot to look at Twitch. 2 seconds. Tidy News, 34 months. Keep up the fantastic work. Thank you, Tidy. And thank you for 34 months support. Sorry about the commercials on Twitch. I paused as many as I could. Are there any requirements for those within TSW that also stream? I haven't really set up anything to do. You'll fall under the same bracket as Shade Agent. If you're a streamer and you help our community when you stream, you are free to share your links in our server. But other than that, that's the only sort of... We're going to have a section for people within our server that stream and help our community to share their links and ping people. You'll fall under that same bracket if you're in the second wave. There's no separation of that. But in terms of like being in the second wave and streaming stuff, that's we can't control anything you do. Okay, Team GC. Let's get on to that, because this is a big one. This took weeks of my life away when I announced Shade was closing. This, by the way, for everyone that was involved in that time, I do just want to say this. This is when I wanted to announce it. I wanted to talk to you guys now when I had this information, not months ago, because I was getting threatened and people were causing shit. This is ideally when I wanted to speak to you, not before, which is why before it was very confusing. Like, it wasn't everything you wanted because I didn't have everything I wanted to give you. I do now. And this was initially when I was going to come at you and say, look, guys, things are changing, but this is what we're changing to. So, Team GCROCK, and there's a lot, okay? It's confusing. I'll try and explain the best as I go. So, welcome to Team GCROCK. Remember, this is replacing our current Shade. So, no matter how long you have followed me, you'll know my origins in the world of content creation and community. It all started with a goal to help people on the Division with just a few friends, and it turned into a huge community where I've lost count of the amount of people that chose to help others. Many systems have come and gone to enable us to do what we do, but one thing remains the same. We have helped thousands and thousands of people with the most difficult content in the Division game. This article is to give you all the information you need about the Team GC system. Team GC aims to provide help with the toughest content in the Division game, a platform to join us and learn everything that we know, a platform where you can meet some great friends, and a non-toxic environment to flourish. Join the GCROCK Discord server. So this is the new server I've been banging on about. It's my personal server. This is where the Team GCROCK is going to be housed now, in my new server. So there's the GCROCK Discord server, which is personal server. There's a GCROCK community server, which is the one you all love now. And there's the second wave server, which is the old Shade clan server. So it's going to be the second wave. So we have 3 servers in total. We're going to be discussing my personal server now. So your journey starts by joining the GCROCK Discord server. This is my personal server and separate from my main GCROCK community Discord. There are 3 paths that you can take with Team GC within this server. So path 1, receive help. If you're just looking for help, then you can let us know through our onboarding process what you want help with. You can unlock channels based on your selections, and then Team GC will use these channels to pull people in to help when they are available. Path 2, you want to join Team GC, but you have no experience. For people that want to learn and join Team GC so that they can also give back, there's a whole setup in place to get you trained with anything that you want to do. And then there's path 3, join Team GC with experience. If you already have experience with helping members of our community or other communities, we have a process to get you straight in and set up. It's worth taking note that being a member of Team GC comes with a lot of expectation. You'll be the face of what we call the heart of the community. Before joining Team GC, all members are screened. Any member with an admin warning within the last 3 months will be rejected. Any member that has had a ban revoked in the last 12 months will be rejected. So let's discuss the paths a little bit more. We've got path 1, receiving help. As mentioned, we have helped thousands of people in the Division game. The GCROCK community Discord is a huge community already with LFG channels where you can link up with others and get what you need. My personal GCROCK Discord is set up differently though, and it is worth being in both if you want to get things done. Here are the advantages of joining my personal server. During onboarding, you'll select what you want help with. This could be activities in the Division 1 or the Division 2. Once set up, you'll have access to channels that are dedicated to our Team GC teams to offer help. Unlike an LFG channel in the main server, you won't have a huge community all in the channels at once looking to group up for different sessions. You simply You simply wait for our targeted pings from our teams and respond to receive help, and there are no requirements other than you remain respectful to our members. There'll be build suggestions, and communication is better with mics, but we will make it work no matter what build you have, and even if you don't have a mic, as long as you can communicate via Discord and follow our team's instructions in some way, you'll be fine. No watch level, no problem. All of our guides were done with teams that had no watch levels and no expertise. Anybody can join us for any help that they want. Once you have been helped from any of our Team GC members' teams, we ask that you drop your feedback in the feedback channel provided. We want to make sure that we are giving you the best experience possible. And then path 2, you join Team GC, but you got no experience. You love the setup, you want to help, which many of you go on and do. So receiving help within our community is the start of a special journey for many of our members. That is why we have a system in place that allows anybody to get involved and join Team GC. The first step to joining Team GC is to obtain the Team GC recruit role. To obtain this role, you need to farm a few select builds that you're ready for when opportunities come. The build requirements will be in the Discord. With the builds farmed, and once you have passed your member screening, you'll be given the recruit role. This role will open up different opportunities to join Team GC. You get a training channel. So you'll be put in a training channel where Team GC trainers will post when they have open spots. These spots will give you experience in many different activities and roles. You'll choose what you're interested in before being added. Team GC Core. You'll have access to my core team training if you are somebody that wants to support with my streams. With access to these channels, you'll get the opportunity to gain valuable experience with myself and my Team GC trainers and captains. You'll be promoted to a full Team GC role once myself or my trainers are happy with the experience that you have. Team captains may also ask to recruit you to the team. The full Team GC role opens up more opportunity. You get access to the Team GC LFG. This is an LFG for all Team GC members when they are looking for extra bodies to help with activities in the main server or my personal one. You're also free to use this LFG. You get access to Team GC commendations. The commendations are tasks that we help with throughout the Division 1 and 2. Once you can prove you can help with them and understand them, you can unlock them. These commendations appear on your profile so others know the full extent of your experience. With full access to Team GC, you'll get plenty of opportunity to run with other members and teams within Team GC. Your journey from here is down to you. You can stay as a solo Team GC member, just happy to fill in where you can. You can be invited by a Team GC captain to join another formed team. You can support multiple teams. You may want to be part of a fresh team setup with other Team GC members and recruits. I offer full team training to groups of individuals with the end goal of passing the test to be crowned as a new team with a team captain role. Team captain and team trainer roles also become obtainable for those with means of using them. So again, that's the non-experienced, okay? And it's what Drizzt was saying before. We've got path 3. Join Team GC with experience. So you experienced people, you experienced teams. So the Division is a franchise that has been going for many years. As stated earlier, we have had many different systems that we have used to help people in those years. I'm aware that there are many people and teams out there already helping community members within our community and others. For experienced individuals and teams, I've created a more streamlined process to get into Team GC. If you feel you have enough experience to add value to Team GC and jump on board with us, you must reach out to myself. You can do this through a Discord DM or our ticketing system in the main GCROCK community Discord. A voice meeting will be arranged with you. If you're part of a team or people, then the whole team are welcome to attend. In this meeting, I'll give you a tour of Team GC and show you things that you may miss out by not going through our recruit system. It is important to understand the responsibility and expectations of the Team GC role as already discussed in the article. If you know any of our current Team GC trainers or captains, then it is an advantage to have them in the meeting as well. During the meeting, we'll discuss all the roles available and what you and your team will add to Team GC. If I know nothing of you, then we may have to arrange some runs together so I can see you meet the standards. You and anyone else in your team will also have to pass our screening. That's like the whole shade agent thing. As long as you're a shade agent material, you're fine. Once all parties are happy, the roles will be given out and you can become a full member of Team GC with full access. So just to what Drizzt was saying before with all the roles that you read, like if you'll just be given them during this meeting, like everything your team can do and everything I know your team can do, you don't need to go through the whole process to get them and be trained. That's not your experience, you get it. Simple as that. I might just have to run with you if I don't know you. But like Drizzt in your team, I know you can do literally anything. Other information. You will automatically be given a Shade Agent role in our main GCROCK community Discord if you don't have it and receive a Team GC role. This will bypass the 3-month time requirement if you're a new member. You must be part of both servers to join Team GC. If you lose your Shade Agent role, you'll also lose any Team GC roles with it. You won't be able to reapply for Team GC roles until you have your Shade Agent role back. As a face of Team GC, the experience we create is everything. If any Team GC member disrupts the experience, then they risk losing their roles. A full list of Team GC roles and how they work is available on another article. This article also covers Team GC commendations and how they work. It is important to remember that the people we help through Team GC are the core focus when they are in with us. It is every Team GC member's responsibility to ensure anyone we help has the best experience possible. I feel like I've said Team GC a million fucking times. Team GC offers person-centered help, which means we tailor the experience to members jumping in with us. If we are helping more than one person at a time, it is important that all expectations are set before the help commences. Rather than post too many set guidelines, I feel it's important for people and teams to be themselves and do things the way they want to do them for the most part. As long as the members in review have a great experience, that is all that matters. I've written an article called The Perfect Experience that all Team GC members should read. This tells a few stories that I've seen time and time again throughout the years doing this. It shows why person-centered help is very important. I'm not going to go through that today, but there's a long article where I've done like stories, and it kind of like shows why I don't want like the 5150 cap on builds. And no, Mike, it's about working with people, because there's loads of people with different needs and all that, and we can't just like we can't create an experience based on like one person. So it's just about being broad and that sort of thing. But anyway, that is Team GC in a nutshell. And what's so hard about this is that I really want the server there to show you. I don't have that quite yet. I've still got video guides to make. I've still got a lot of video content to make, which is all recorded now, thankfully. But there's a lot of work still to do before I can show you the server. But yeah, this is the fundamental sort of process of Team GC. And this is all going to be put into the new server. And you can kind of imagine it now. There's going to be different channels where you can post in, you can help people. You can still have your own team channel there if you want it. You might have your chats elsewhere, which is fine. I really need to create it for you to see it. There's a lot to it, to be honest with you. But what's also important is the roles and commendations, which is a separate document that I've made. So that was like, welcome to Team GC. We also did Team GCROCK roles and commendations. So this is like a sub-article to what we've just gone through, which we're going to go through next once I've just caught up. Elite, good morning. Simba, good morning. Nathan, what's up? Be nice if you do other games too. I am. So part of all of this, like I spoke at the start, must have a 2-minute break. I spoke at the start about we were heading down that direction and I wanted to broaden the community. And the last big Discord maintenance we did, we tried to set up to broaden it. It was a wrong thing to do though. Our main Discord community has to stay the division. It just does. So it's just how it is. It doesn't mean we're not still broadening. So if you've been following the channel, you notice I've got 5 YouTube channels now. I've got GCROCK, which we're on now. We've got GCROCK 2.0, we've got GCROCK VODs community, and we got Lady Rock. I count Lady Rock in there. But we've got 5 channels where we're going to put content across. Lady Rock's going to be like family-orientated content from herself and some fun that we can have with like me coaching her on games. We've got a plan, but that's like least priority right now. GCROCK community is about sharing all the community stuff we do, like with raid help and stuff like that. I've got a good plan for that. I'm set up ready to hit the ground running with that when all this is done. GCROCK VODs is for mainly other games, but also just highlighted content from everything that I do. GCROCK 2.0 is my second channel that I want to do other games on. I want to create content for other games. I want to make guides for other games. I want to play other games. So that is going to be GCROCK 2.0. We've done a lot of work over the last few years on that to kind of tailor it. And then GCROCK, which is the main channel and the Twitch channel, that this is our division channel. This is where we do all our division stuff. So I have set up to do other games. It's just that I've got to get this all done and in full flow before we can see how that looks. But I want to be in a position where when a new game comes out, I can still work the division side and take on something else at the same time, and they can work side by side. And the setup's there now to do that. It really is. I've just got to get all this right. And before we can really go full flow, because no good having all my YouTube channels right if the community is not right and I'm getting pulled from pillar to post at any given opportunity. I need to be very flexible with what I'm doing, and the community's got to be right for it all to work, if that makes sense, which is why a lot of these changes are coming in. What's up, Fuzzy? Yeah, but everything I'm going through today is going to be saved in video format on the channel, and everything's on the website now at GCROCK. You can go read it yourself, GCROCK.com. I met him and improved his life. You did, to be fair. She did. I give a shit, but she did. That's a fun topic on content on the channel. I remember myself and G talking about this, and it's why right now I just do wrestling on my channel for growth, but the future we did definitely totes. Definitely. You can't have too many ideas on one channel. YouTube just don't like that. You've got to, once you've got something working, you've got to stick at it and work at it and just keep sticking and working at it. If you have a different idea, you've got to, sometimes you can get it in on your channel if it's relatable, but with what I'm doing, it's not. So it's like, I've got to start a second channel and start again to really invest into that. Otherwise, it takes effect of everything. Like I all the work I've done on this channel and other games, it removes you from the Division algorithm. So then whenever you go back to the Division, you then got to work yourself back up on the Division algorithm. It's silly how it works. The GCROCK 2.0 only focus Ubisoft games. No, not at all. At the minute, it looks out of the way because I recently did Star Wars Outlaws. But no, it's any game I'm interested in. Any game I'm interested in. Okay. Team GCROCK roles and commendations. So this is following on from what we just spoke about, the whole new Team GC setup. So in this article, I'll be going over all of the roles in Team GCROCK and how they work. I'll also list each commendation that Team GCROCK members can aim for, how to obtain them, and what they mean. Bear in mind that all members are screened before they are given a Team GCROCK role. You must not have any admin warnings within our community in the last 3 months. No bans revoked in the last 12 months. You must be fairly active so that we can see how you conduct yourself. Once you have a role and commendations, these will be taken away if you receive an admin warning or get banned. Anyone given, you can see how this all falls in line with our Shade Agent role, right? We just, for people in, if you want to be really involved in our community and you want to push forward with us and support us, then you've got to, at all times, remain toxic free and create the, and you know, push the environment we're trying to achieve. In the last few years, we haven't had that, and it builds up and it builds up and it builds up until it just explodes, and it's just a nightmare dealing with that all the time. So you can I'm hoping you can kind of see why the Shade Agent roles come in, and it's hopefully gonna like nip things in the bud much quicker than we have in recent years if things do escalate with toxic members. Anyway, Team GCROCK roles. We start with the Team GC Recruit role. This role is available to everyone that wants to start the journey with Team GCROCK and give back to the community. Before anyone can be accepted for the role, they must farm a set of builds. These builds will make sure you're ready for any training and experience opportunities that will come up. The list of builds will be available in my personal Discord server. Once you have the build, you can request the Team GCROCK recruit role. Once accepted, you'll receive access to our recruit section in my personal Discord. Recruits are encouraged to LFG with each other and practice activities they're interested in doing together. These can be the Division 2 raids, Division 2 incursions, the Division Legendary, the Division 2 descent. A separate recruit role for the Division 1 will come in time. I didn't have it ready for now, unfortunately, and thank you so much for the gift, Heidi, much appreciated. But yeah, Division 1, this is something else very quickly I wanted to, which I kind of wish I knew back then, is when the Division 2 came out, I just put a halt on the Division 1. It was like, we move on, and I wish it didn't. Division 1's still live and kicking. Going forward, we will forever try and cover everything the Division. So the Division 1's getting support back into it. I'm really going to start, you would have noticed a few months ago, I was pushing the Division 1 streams. We are getting back on board with Division 1. Still plenty of people playing it. And I believe like the more I stream it to the community, I've noticed like a trend will start happening where people will start playing it as well. So it's like, if I'm doing it, then naturally other people start doing it. And before you know it, we'll be doing Division 1 Legendary help, Division 1 Incursion help, helping people get ready on the Division 1 for the tough content. Because a lot of people that play the Division 2 haven't played the Division 1 as well. So it's good promoting it that way. And the game's going nowhere as much as it's finished with now and there's no more updates or anything. It's still a very, very good game and people really enjoy it. So we're bringing Division 1 support back. It's just going to take time. It won't, does it? It won't. I just seen that. But yeah, we're bringing Division 1 back. I wanted it ready for when all this went live. It's just been impossible to get it. This year, at some point, heavy work's going into that. And we will have Division 1 recruit role too. There'll be a School of Rock section that has guides for all of your needs that you can use with other recruits to practice. And this is what I'm working on right now. We're getting all the raid guides done. So if you are like a Team GC recruit and you want to work together with some other recruits to get stuff done, you'll have guides for everything that you want to do. Again, starting off with raids, but legendaries, incursions, descent, everything that we kind of give help with as what we class as the toughest content in the game is going to have GCROCK style beginner guides for you to follow if you want to. You can do anything how you want to, but those guides are going to be there. Very basic strategies to help get you on your way. All recruits should also look out for experience opportunities and training sessions in the recruit section. Team GC captains will post to recruits when they have spaces available to help the community and give you some experience. Team GC trainers will post to recruits when they have training sessions set up to go more in depth with you. The idea of the recruit system is that in time you'll gain enough experience in the activity you want to support with. When you're ready, there are a few ways that you can earn your full Team GCROCK role. Team captains might offer you a space in their team if they run with you enough. Team trainers will endorse commendations to you when you're experienced and confident enough. If we have enough recruits all wanting to support with the same activity, I have a new team process where I'll get you all together for full training to turn you all into a team with a new team captain. The new team process is only available through myself. Team GCROCK. So the full Team GCROCK role is given once you earn your first commendation. This commendation will be added to your profile to let other members know what you have experience with. With this role, you'll now have access to the rest of our commendations and you'll have access to our Team GC LFG. The LFG is for team members to get a team together to help our community, and you know you'll have an experienced team with the right attitude. If you're confident enough to lead, then you can look for a group or wait to answer somebody else. When you're ready to help people, you will have access to a general queue LFG channel in my personal server, depending on what you're experienced with. Or you can check out our pingable LFG channels in our main community server to pull people in. There is so much more to learn, and we advise members to carry on training and earning more commendations to unlock more access to help with other activities in the personal server. Some commendations come with ping access. Full Team GC members will have their own training channel. As a Team GCROCK member, you are able to endorse GCROCK community server commendations for members that you help achieve them. Just very quickly, this is the community server commendations, which we will touch on very soon. As a Team GCROCK member, if you help with community commendations, which I hope becomes a thing that people want help with our community commendations, as a Team GCROCK member helping with that, you can endorse evidence. So rather than them go and share videos of streams doing it or anything like that, you can you can DM them and just say, I confirm I helped you with this commendation for this requirement. And then they can then create a ticket, show your DM and get given the community commendation. So that's what that means there. Community server commendations are different to the personal Team GC commendations, okay? To endorse a member, you just need to send them a DM after you've helped them to confirm that they met the requirements of the commendation of which part. Members can then use your DM as evidence when they request it. Remember that you're the face of Team GCROCK and that our members' experiences above all. Any help that you give to community members must be pleasant, positive, and non-toxic. Team GCROCK core role. So this role is available to members that become full Team GCROCK members. Earning this role will give you access to my core LFG for when I stream and help with activities. Right now, I am only set up for the Division 2 raids, but in the future, I'll be adding a lot more activities and even the Division 1. If you are interested in this role, then you'll find instructions in my personal Discord and guides as to what will be expected from you. There are 8 different roles to choose from for Dark Hours and 8 different roles for Iron Horse. Each of the roles come with their own builds that I need you to have and instructions as to what I will want you to do. There'll be video guides that you can watch before you even run with me if you want, and once you're confident you can do a role for me, I'll add this core role to your profile, and then you'll just need to wait for the opportunity to run with me. Unfortunately, there's no guarantee that our times will align, but if they do, you'll have the chance. I highly recommend that you read through my stream etiquette page that I've made. Again, not going through this article today, but if you are going to be jumping in with streams with me, it's kind of like the stream expectations. So you can read through that article before your first time with me if you want to. This explains a lot about how I want my streams to go. If I don't enjoy having you in my streams, so if you disrupt them, then I won't have you in again, regardless if you can do the roles or not. During your first stream with me, I'll put you in a role that you want to do. I'll happily explain what I need from you as we go through it. If I feel you perform the role well, I'll reward you with one of the role commendations, so I know you can do that job for me and that you can jump in again whenever I need that role filled. It is okay if this takes a few streams and tries, takes however long it needs to. If you become a regular, you can earn up to 16 role commendations across both of the raids, and the more you're able to do, the more opportunities there'll be for you to run with me in my streams. That's going to be on every single platform. That's how I'm going to try and build now. Remember years ago, I had Team GC, I had a pool of people on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. I could stream whenever I wanted, on whatever platform I wanted, and you guys knew exactly what I wanted to do. And that's sort of kind of reinvent that again. It's going to take some time, but that's how that's starting. If you guys want to get in the streams and support me, all the information's going to be there, the builds that I want, and how I want you to perform those roles when you're running with me. It saves a lot of time in stream. Like, I used to be able to stream and just do 4 or 5 raids with just banter and laughs and giggles and good time. With the current shade system and where it went, it's all my fault because I didn't really, stick to this. Well, it was years ago, but I'm having to explain, like, it would only get 2 or 3 raids done, so I'm constantly having to explain, and people are always asking me why, and it was a whole stream back and forth about why I did this, and by the end of every stream, as I wasn't enjoying it. It was like, I just wish I could have it back to how I used to, and the only way I can do that is creating this sort of like core team again that just know. I just know what I expect, know it's different than how other people do it for the various reasons, and they'll jump in. I don't need to go through that back and forth exchange with loads of different people all the way through, and we can just have good times and present the stream viewers what they want, which is stream love watching the team aspect, but also they love seeing the banter and the relationships we have when we're doing these streams. So we can get back to focusing on that rather than me just looking like I'm ready to go to bed after an hour. It's just the idea of it. Team GC captain. So this is a Team GC captain is somebody that has a team of people at their disposal to help the community with activities. To earn this role, you'll need to have a voice meeting with myself where we'll discuss the role. Team captains will have permission to ping our queues in the activities that they can help with. When team captains ping, they must have a full experienced team ready to go, with the center of attention being around the person they are helping. Members will have the things they are interested in on their profiles, and we should aim to get as much done for them as we can while they're in with us. Every run must be pleasant, positive, and non-toxic, even if you're running with members that are not in Team GCROCK. Touch on that very quickly. Obviously, with the Shade Agent role, there's going to be instances where someone loses that Shade Agent role, they're a member of your team. We're not going to tell you that you can't play with that member. Even if they're banned, we're not going to tell you that you can't play with that member. They are still fully part of your team. We understand friendships. However, it is your role to make sure every run is pleasant, positive, and non-toxic. So if you are going to run with these people that lose their Shade Agent roles, if you are going to run with these people that are banned, you've got to make sure that they are not bringing toxicity or anything in that run. They've got to be able to remain respectable. And if you're not doing that, you would risk your captain role yourself. It's very important. Every run's pleasant, positive, and non-toxic as a team captain. That's your responsibility. So just that's what that is. And also, when we're going on about pings, these pings in the personal server, only a team captain can do for now, but there's a pingable LFG in the main server that anybody can use as well. So carrying on. Team captains are in charge of their own teams and can request Team GCROCK roles for new members of your team. Anyone you request will still have to be screened first. So once you are a team captain, once you're in Team GC and you're managing your team, if your team has a shift and someone else joins your team and you want to give them the roles, you're in charge of your team. You have got the trust to tell me what roles they need. You are fully managing your team. You'll go, gee, I got this person, he can do this, he can do this, he can do this. He's a new member of my team, he's running with us, no problem, job's done. They've just got to pass the screening to make sure that they can be a Shade Agent. Other than that, you're in control of your team. And the reason, like, we're using team captains, it's not that you're lead. This is something else that pops up all the time. It's not that it's your leader of your team. We know that teams have multiple leaders. We know that no one sees anyone above anybody else. But in terms of communication, in terms of managing all of this, it's so much easier if I had one point of contact per team rather than all of you. So your team captain is just that point of contact, okay? So that when you're deciding who your team captains are, it's whoever wants to be the point of contact with myself. We can give you a team channel in my personal Discord server if you want a space to communicate. We encourage captains to use the Team GC LFG and the Team GCROCK Recruit LFG to offer people experience when you can. So I don't know, you might be short on a day. If you're short, use the LFG and the recruits, get people in, give them experience on your runs. Team GC captains are allowed to select one lieutenant to have ping access to our queues with them. When I say lieutenant, there's no specific role for that, I don't think yet. There might be, but basically, I know that your teams might run, and you, like, I know when I run, I get somebody else to do all my LFGing for me when I'm setting up my streams, when I'm doing stuff. So for that purpose, you can have one person that also has ping access, so it's not just all down to you. It is the captain's responsibility to ensure all help photos are shared in the main community server so we can keep track on the amount of people that we help. Doesn't mean captains have to share the photos, but your responsibility to make sure they are shared. Whoever, like when I stream again, it'll always be Dragonov, used to be Recon. I have somebody that takes my photos and they share them for me, but it always got done. It's very important because we keep record of all our numbers of people that we help with, stuff like that. So that's your responsibility to make sure they get shared. Team GCROCK trainer is the final role we've got here. A trainer is somebody that actively seeks to train our Team GCROCK members and recruits. You must have a voice meeting with myself to earn this role, but once you have the role, you're free to train how you want. Trainers are the only people that can endorse Team GC commendations with myself. It is important to only endorse commendations if you are happy that the member can perform the duty of the commendation. So just picking up on Drizzt's comment earlier, this is not experienced people, this is inexperienced people coming through our system. They need to get commendations endorsed, and they can only do that through myself or trainers. And again, Team GC commendations are separate than the community commendations. All members must request commendation endorsement with trainers or myself through the endorsed commendation channel. Trainers should become familiar with the commendations and how they work. Trainers can only endorse commendations that they also have themselves. You can't endorse something that you can't do. As well as endorsing commendations, trainers should actively set up training sessions for Team GCROCK and recruits to give them experience. So they'll be regularly setting up these training sessions. Trainers will have ping permissions in both of the training channels. And these are the commendations. I'm not going to read through all of the commendations, but they basically say what you can do. So Team GCROCK commendations are endorsements that members can earn that appear on the profile to show exactly what experience they have. Commendations will give members extra access to queue channels and in some instances the ability to use pings. Endorsements can only be given by myself or Team GCROCK trainers. There's an endorsement request channel in the personal Discord server to make requests. The commendation list below will explain everything you need to know. So we'll just touch on raid commendations for the Division 2. There'll be a raid experience commendation. You must have satisfactory experience to do basic roles in both raids. You must know how to get all the raid keys and backpack trophies. So to get that raid experience commendation, which would also give you your full Team GC role, you have to get endorsed it from myself or a trainer. When we say satisfactory experience to do basic roles in both raids, you've got to be able to explain how each boss fight works while at least being able to perform a couple of roles. It doesn't mean you have to be able to do absolutely everything, but if someone was to call upon you, you'd have some value. It wouldn't be like you're a first-time person, you know, that you'd be able to fill in for at least a couple of roles in that team. There's many DPS roles in a team, right? Not all about mechanics and stuff like that. So as long as you know how everything works and you can perform a couple of roles, you know where the keys are, you know where the backpack trophies are, and you just know all the basics of both raids, you're given that raid experience commendation, become a full member of Team GC, and then open up the whole Team GC to learn more and get more involved. Other commendations include blue bears. If you want to learn how to shoot all 40 blue bears and you can help with that, you'll get given that commendation once you've learned it. Very good one to have. People always like that, getting that commendation. It's good to have people that can do that. Same with gingerbread men. Commendations on both raids. We've got commendations per bosses on Iron Horse and Dark Hours. Once you fully understand how to complete all of those commendations for Dark Hours, you get that commendation so people know you can do that and you can lead that. So you've got to be able to explain it to a team and help teams get it. Same with the Iron Horse boss patches. So you understand how to complete all of the boss commendations in Iron Horse and can explain it to a team and help a team get the boss commendations. And flawless raids, you're able to stay alive and rarely go unconscious in both raids. What that really means is that you can help with the flawless raid commendation. So both raids require your team to go flawless to get a commendation. If you've got that, then, you know, 8 times out of 10, you can go flawless if you focus on it. So if you're in a run, this will basically tell people that are LFG in, if they are looking to help someone with a flawless raid and you reply saying you can help them, they know that you are good at not going down. They don't need to worry. If you go down, it's just one of those things. And it means you've just got experience with it as well. And then finally, raid speedruns, which is something we're going to be working on hopefully this year. We are looking to also help train people to do speedruns and get some speedrun guides out and stuff like that. So eventually there's a speedrun commendation also, which tells people you are aware of all speedrun strategies and have experience in raid speedruns. So if anyone's looking for help with speedruns and they want to support someone with speedrun strategies, if you reply to them and say that you can help, then they know with this commendation on your profile that you're good, you know, you're good to help them. So that's basically how the commendations work in the Team GCROCK personal server. These just basically say what experience you have. So when we are LFGing together and we are linking up with each other, we know just by looking at your profile, their experience with this, their experience with that. I'm not going to go through all them, but there's legendary commendations, incursion commendations, descent commendations, and then Division 1 commendations. All exactly work the same. A lot of the commendations for the Division 1 and for descent all of these will come with ping permissions in the respective queues. And the reason for that, only captains are able to ping for like raids. Well, captains and lieutenants for raids, legendary and incursions, because all that, there's quite a lot of us offering that sort of help. But when it comes to descent, when it comes to Division 1, there's not. So if you are, and to be fair, when you're doing incursions, legendaries, or raids, you need a squad. So that's why a captain's got to be able to ping to confirm they've got a squad ready to go. With descent and the Division 1, for most of that, like descent can be done solo. You can help on your own or just with one more person. And the Division 1, although like a team is required, it's quite old now and we're not going to have a ton of people helping with that. So you will get, whenever you earn any of these commendations to help people, all of these commendations come with ping permissions in the respective queues, and you should only use the ping to help one person at a time from the queue and have an experienced team with you that are confident with if you need a team. So it'll give you a little bit more trust with the Division 1 help and descent help, just because it's not as, I'm going to say, widely like done or used as raids and stuff. Raids are basically where we're at. That's what we really focus on. We do want to push to help with legendaries and other stuff, but yeah, again, all this is on the website for you to read if you want to. And that brings us to the end of Team GC as well. That is everything I've done on the new Team GC. It's a lot of words, it's a lot of talking. This is what's replacing our current shade system. It'll be a lot better when I've got the Discord server there so you can actually see it and use it. And this is just the groundworks. This is the new foundations. This doesn't mean it's going to be like this and things can't change. As we are, the most important part about any system is using it. Once I get people in and once we're using it, I'm sure we're going to gather a lot of feedback by what's really working, what could use tweaks, where we might need to change some things and stuff like that. But this is just the new foundation. How everything's rechanneled, as I discussed with you guys. I wanted to kind of like rechannel stuff to work for me in the YouTube channels as well. It had to just, everything's had to be rechanneled a little bit. So I've done all that in this new foundation, and it's now about, in February, getting teams in, getting teams working, seeing how all this actually works out, and making adjustments as we go with your feedback. It's not set in stone. It will advance as time goes, but it is new foundations, which I think is what I entitled today's stream, New Foundations. Yeah, that's that. That's Team GC. We've done new Shade Agent role. We've done the second wave. We've done Team GC. We are nearly there now. Been a long time since I did a raid in the community. What's up, Tony? How you doing? Sifter? Good morning, Scott. Miss Survival so much. I know, right? Survival's the GOAT. Scrolling through my feed, I run into this. No notification. How dare you, YouTube? How dare you? Ramirez, what's up? I heard about going down and stop listening. Oh, thank you for the super, Ramirez. Thank you. The third super on stream of us. Much appreciated. Pony, this is the work that G has been doing, creating all this so that we can grow with clear communication. All this info would not be a great read on Discord. Exactly. Imagine Discord with all this. Why I've not been streaming, it's okay seeing all this now. This is like a year or more, and obviously with all the feedback from the last 7 years of just in my head, jotting down on paper, putting ideas together, trying to think of processes. It's been so much thought process and just sitting there freaking thinking. And then then actually getting it down, like putting all this in the Discord channel. Nobody's going to read a single word, but then just having it on the website like this is just, at least the vision's there. We can see the vision now. It's been a hell of a lot of work just to get to this stage. We're at the end part now, though, the implementation of it all. We're nearly there. I have a question for you. I haven't played the Division 2 for a little bit and come back. I still have my main character, but my other characters are not there. What happened? Ooh. That's definitely a Ubisoft support ticket needing to be raised. Drift King, what's up? What's up, doof? Oh, $20 super as well. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Wait, traders, awesome. Yeah, one thing I loved about the current shade system. Everyone thought I didn't like the current shade system when I said we were ending it. It's not that I didn't like it. It's just I need to regain control, rechannel stuff. I loved how you went into this whole training dynamic. It should never be the core focus, but I love this whole training dynamic that you made. And yeah, so huge shout out to the team over the last few years that created that training system, because I think it's brilliant, and it was real good idea to have a training system for people where we train people. It's a little bit different now in my new setup, but it came from that. We're gonna move on to get this going. We've done the new Shade Agent role, we've done the second wave clan, we've discussed Team GC, it's got modern training, community accommodations and events. So modern training we'll spend some time on now. This is kind of like the end of the information I really want to share with you. Modern training, where are they? There you go. GCROCK community modern training and moderator role. This is again just to help with the toxicity management side of having a large server. We're just going to read through this. And I don't know whether this is going to work. Like, this might be something in a year's time that it just didn't work, but I'm hoping it does. It's an idea. The system to become a moderator, though, it will stay. I'll have a read through and you'll see. So we take moderation very seriously in the GCROCK community Discord. One of our goals is to achieve a toxic-free environment for our members, and we also want to be available for any questions that you may have. To achieve all of this, we need a moderation team and process. This article will explain everything you need to know about moderating in our community and how to start on your moderator path with us. Can I moderate without any roles? You don't need any roles to help keep our community safe from toxicity or to help people with any questions. We encourage that you actively help others, but we do ask that you do not get involved in any drama if you see it. Attempting to cool down a situation can often lead to more people getting involved and more of an issue than what it first was. If you see anything out of line in the community, we suggest that you raise a ticket and let our moderator and admin team handle it. If you have a community shade agent role, you are invited at any point to join our modern training program. Joining this training allows you to learn how we deal with all sorts of situations, and you can take part in moderation practice if you choose. So it's about being more transparent about how we moderate the server as well, and letting you guys see, how we moderate. Have a look at our moderator guidelines. And then we go on to explain this a little bit now. So the modern training role info. The benefits of joining our modern training program are as follows. You get access to our ticketing system. This is limited access. We're not going to give you access to everything, There's some stuff that is personal. There is some stuff that you can't see, but for general ticketing purposes, you'll have access to it. And with that access, you get view and permission to our ticketing system, and you'll be able to see firsthand how race tickets are handled by our moderators and admins. You get access to our moderator information forum. This forum holds a lot of information which is designed to support moderators in their role. So you'll see all of their guidelines that they have to adhere to, and you'll kind of like understand what moderators have to do in our community. And you get access to a training channel. As a mod in training, you are able to share screenshots in this channel and describe how you would handle it. You can take screens from the ticketing system or anywhere in the community if you see anything you feel needs moderating. Admins and senior moderators will feedback on anything that you share. You should not perform any moderator actions while in this role. This role is designed to train you so that you have a greater understanding on how we manage moderation in our community. So I guess for one, it's about being transparent for you. For two, it's about understanding a moderator role. And for three, if you're interested in getting on board and helping with that moderator role, it's giving you the opportunity to kind of moderate the server and get feedback without moderating the server. You're taking screenshots, you're feeding back how you'd handle with that. Our admins and senior moderators will then feed back to you, though, this is what you should do, or perfect sort of thing. And as you keep on going through that training, you'll be getting yourself ready for a future moderator role if that is something you want to do and if that's something that pops up. But I guess the key points about it is about the transparency, and point two about you just understanding what our moderators do in this server, because they do such a good job and it is not that transparent. And when issues happen, I've noticed a lot of the time people question our decisions. I think if you saw this transparency, if you saw how we manage things, and if you saw all our guidelines, and if you could actually see what was going on, you'd understand a lot more of some of these difficult decisions we make when we make them. So that, in effect, I hope then lowers some toxicity at the same time, and it lowers some drama when drama does arise, because more people are going to understand what we have to deal with. But also, from the third point, it also gets you guys ready to become moderators as time goes on, as we need moderators. So the full moderator role. For those wanting to achieve a full moderator role, you should actively share in the training channel. This should be easy as tickets are created daily at times and you have many channels of activity. As admins, we are looking to get you on the same wavelength as us. We'll work with you through feedback to coach you until you're ready to take the role. There's no fixed limit on how many moderators we have, but we manage moderator spaces on the server demand for more moderators, how many moderators we have on each platform, and activity of current moderators. When we have a space for new moderators, we'll choose from the people that are ready for it within our mod in training program. Having a full moderator role will allow you to perform moderator actions in line with our moderator information and guidelines found within the Discord server. You'll still have support from our admins, senior moderators, and your moderator team. So just to absolutely make clear, because when I went through this with my admins at the weekend, you don't automatically get mod in training and then automatically get moderator role. That's not what it is. Get you ready for a moderator role. The admins are still in full control of who is a moderator. It's just that when we do need moderators, we're going to have a pool of people that we've been sort of training that we might have ideas on who would be the next one. So by actively training in that channel and sharing stuff and being active shows us that you're active in the community. It'll show us if you're on the same wavelength. And the standout people in the mod in training program, when space is open, so when we have space for new moderators, we're going to choose from the people that are ready for it within our mod in training program. So that's how that works. Senior moderator role. The senior moderator role is for moderators that survive the test of time. Moderating can be difficult, and we are thrown many different scenarios that can be tough to deal with, especially when it involves friends. Moderators that have seen it all and continue to deliver a safe community for all over a long stretch of time may get offered senior moderator positions when available. As a senior moderator, you will support the moderator team with feedback and advice when needed, be a point of contact for the moderator team, support the admins with our mods in training, attend some admin meetings, and support moderator meetings with admins. Space doesn't open up often within our admin team, but when it does, we look at senior moderators as potential candidates to fill positions as well. Respect within the hierarchy. Every effort has been made in our process to ensure everyone is on the same page, but there will be times where there is difference in opinion. Even today, we face new challenges we have not dealt with before, but on the flip side, many of us have dealt with certain situations before. Senior moderators will step in and take over situations when they feel it is needed. Admins will step in and take over if they ever feel it is needed, and co-founders and founder will step in and take over if ever they feel it is needed. Respect must be given in these situations, and trust. Discussions can be held away from the situation if needed, but we should never argue or debate anything if someone steps in on a situation. reason that's there is because in the last few years, there's been multiple occasions where we have sat there discussing stuff for days on end while toxicity just exists, and that's got to stop. So we're in a position now where everybody just understands if someone steps in and says that needs sorting, it just gets done. We'll talk about it after. So I'm hoping just with that little paragraph there, it's very clear that when someone says we do this, we do this. And if we've got issues with how that's handled, we can discuss it afterwards. Well, that toxicity stopped right there. It stopped before it, you know. Whereas now it's very much we're going to before it's very much we're going to discuss, and the toxicity is just spiraling. So it's very important paragraph. Stepping down or loss of your role. Moderation can be tough, and during busy times, it can get very strenuous. You can take a break at any time and pick up your role again once rested and ready. You'll only lose your role if you step down from it, or losing your shade agent role will remove any moderator roles that you have. Not adhering to moderator guidelines will risk loss of roles. Leaving the server will automatically lose all your roles. Having no server activity for a long period of time will remove your roles. Obviously, have a break when you want, but if you're a moderator and we don't see you for a year or no contact, there's no reason for it, we're probably going to drop the role. And that's the new modding training program and moderator sort of guidelines to be a little bit more transparent with you guys, more transparency for shade agents in the future that want to become modding training and learn about how we moderate the server and see it firsthand, how we moderate the server. I think this was an important addition. I hope it works, and we'll see how that goes. Again, quick catch up before we move on. Mr. 69, what's up? Gotta go. See you later. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, what's a big Tay? Hey, Phil. Sounds good. Good. Glad. How are you doing, man? The last thing, really, then, guys, is let you all go. We're on time in a minute. We've got 20 minutes from when I thought we'd be going to. But it's community commendations. We spoke about Team GC commendations, and again, I just don't want that. It might have to change the name of that, but not to get confused with community commendations. In our main Discord community right now, our community server, we have Community Trophies version 2, which was an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. Again, going back to the start of this, when we did our last Discord maintenance, my mindset was expansion of games. It was, how do we get Destiny in? How do we get Diablo 4 in? How do we get more games in? How would community trophies work around that? We're limited on roles. We can only have 250 roles in the server. It was a complete, utter disaster because we made all the changes. We made community trophies version 2, and then I went back on everything that I thought about, and it's been shit. So we are wiping community trophies. They're going. Is the end. We are bringing in community commendations, which in theory could be community trophies version 3, but community commendations, and we are trying to make them more appealing. So this is, again, is the foundation. This can change in the future. We can work with this for sure, but a lot of work's gone into this for like the amount of people that are even interested in it. I can't tell you how many hours. But still, I know it's important for the people that care. And if it works in the future and we can get this working with the vanity side of it, it might actually become something very good. So GCROCK community commendations. Community commendations are tasks that our community members can complete to unlock vanity rewards in our GCROCK community Discord server. Once members complete the requirements, they can request a commendation through our ticketing system under Contact Us. Members will have to provide evidence of their achievements and follow any guidelines as outlined in this community commendation guide. Take note, if any Team GCROCK member helps you achieve commendations, then they can endorse you for them. You can receive a DM from them that you can use as evidence towards any commendation. That's what we were speaking about before, Team GC members. If you help with community commendations, you can endorse them. You have that trust. All commendations earned will appear on your Discord profile when members click on your name in the community server. The highest ranked commendation will have its badge appear next to your name in all of your posts to show off. Some commendations also unlock priority badges. Priority badges will override the default commendation that appears next to your name on posts. All members will be able to choose one badge from the list of priority badges that they have unlocked to appear next to the name and can change it at any time. To request your priority badge, you must request it through the ticketing system. So very quickly on that, when trophies in the community did work in version 1, I noticed people liked certain trophies. They really liked certain ones, and they wouldn't really go for anything else because they just went for that one because they wanted that badge next to the name. Kind of negated the system. So what we've done is we've got enough roles now of how we're doing it. Is we are creating some priority badges, so we'll be doubling up on some trophies. So the incentive should be there to go for trophies, and when you unlock the priority badge version of that trophy, you can have that badge next to your name. So it doesn't matter what other trophy or commendation, you go for, you can select what badge appears next to your name. So that is what a priority badge is, and why we're doing priority badges. The commendations on this page are just locked to our GCROCK community server. However, with priority badges, you'll have them unlocked to show inside any of our servers. In theory, you can request a different priority badge per server, but you must have unlocked the commendation in order to use it. Some community event commendations reward members with custom badges for a set period. If members earn these, they get to create or request their own badge to appear next to the name and name it. So again, a lot of people like to have their own thing next to the name. We've seen that. We've had personal things in the past. They are all going. I'm sorry, bad news for people with personal badges right now. It's got to be wiped. But going forward, there's going to be opportunity to get your own badge, whatever you want next to your name. I can use Recon as an example. Recon's always asked for the Welsh flag. Well, if you win anything that we do in the community as part of an event, you'll be able to have a Welsh flag next to your name. People will be able to have whatever they want next to the name. You can create it yourself. You can ask us to try and design it for you or try and come up with the best what we can. And you can have your own custom badge next to your name. That is something that's attached to our events that we'll go over as we keep on going. All commendation badges are subject to change with design. Reason for that is because some of them look really good and some of them look terrible. This is the amount of hours of work I've put into this. Like, it's the best you've got for now, but we will look on improving these badges over time to make them look better. They look shit right now, most of them, I know, but it is what it is. I'm not the best with graphics either, so maybe someone gets on board with us and helps us create some cool badges at some point. But anyway, the rest of this article will now guide you through each commendation. Each of our commendations within the GCROCK community server. If you're a member of our clan, we also have a separate list only for clan members that is attached to our clan server. We also have commendations in my personal GCROCK server for Team GC. So again, there's personal GCROCK server commendations where completely different. That's more about what you can give help with and what experience you have. But the commendations in the GCROCK community server are these vanity reward system sort of thing, challenges, and the same in the second wave server. You're going to have your own clan commendations to aim for to unlock commendations in the second wave server as well. I haven't done that article yet. I've still got a couple of articles to make. I kind of finished with this and was exhausted, so still got a couple of articles to show you that. So at the end of this guide, I say I'll link to other articles of relevance, and I've included this is a huge document. So if you look at trophies, there's just something that you want, you can go and click Hardcore Agent. It'll take you straight to it. You can go back straight to top and bit of navigation because it's a big page. But basically everything on this page now, there's division. We have Division 1 commendations, we have Division 2 commendations, Hardcore Agent commendations, Rogue Agent commendation. Nothing PvP, by the way, nothing PvP. Rogue Agent, you'll see in a second, I'll show you that one. We have Flawless Agent commendation, the Virtuoso commendation, GCROCK and Discord commendations, Community Event commendations, and other articles of interest at the end. So the Division 1, for example, for the Incursion Master, you must complete all 4 incursions. If you've completed all 4 incursions and can prove that, you get the Incursion Master commendation. And it lets people know you've done that. There's a Legendary Master commendation. You got to complete all legendaries. I was asked, why can't we do each one as a commendation? Why not have a system where it's a lot more casual? You get a commendation for Times Square. You get one for Napalm. It's just rolls. It is literally just rolls. We are limited to 250 rolls in the Discord, which makes it have to be kind of like this, where it's a collection of stuff to get one. Because imagine if the Incursion Master was 4 different commendations, then we had one for doing all of them, that's 5. Then Legendary is a further 7 rolls or 8 rolls. Before, you just can't do what you won't be able to have a lot in that way. But in the future, hopefully, I've looked at trophy bots, they're all terrible. But hopefully in the future, Discord do something around this sort of thing and we can advance this much better. But anyway, there's Survival Master, Division Agent. So that is like a collection one. Once you've done all Division 1 commendations, there's like a Division Agent commendation to say you did them all. Division 2, Raid and Incursion Master. Just complete all of them. Dark Hours, Iron Horse, Paradise Lost. If you complete a commendation and we've only got those 3 and you get the commendation, but then they release a new incursion, you keep the commendation. But anybody else that goes for it that hasn't got a commendation would then have to do the new incursion as well, or new raid. That's kind of stated as you go. Just gives you information how you get these and what sort of proof you need to send in. You can look at, again, you can look through this at your leisure if you're interested in it. I will show you the Rogue Agent one. I know when Community Trophies V1 was a thing, people loved this commendation because it was the Rogue Agent icon or the Manhunt icon. This is for basically just completing solo legendaries. It is a hard one to get, but it's not PvP. So if you can do Division 1 legendaries solo, all 7 of them, you'll get that. If you can do Division 2 legendaries solo, all of them, you get that. So a very hard commendation to get there, but a rewarding one with what's meant to be a rewarding badge. Flawless Agent, it's on about flawless and shit. The Virtuoso is like these are like the real hard ones. These are challenging ones. So like all the challenges. So for example, Incursion Virtuoso for Division 1, you are required to complete each incursion back to back with no downs. Notice the typo there. So no one can take it down on, with nobody in your squad going down on heroic difficulty. I know that's doable. The reason I've done this is because it's doable. I've done that. And if I can do it, you guys can do it. But it is hard. It's something like you've got to work towards that. You've got to be real good at Division 1. You've got to have the build. You've got to have sunk a lot of time and practice to be able to do that. But it's rewarding when you do it. So all the Virtuoso stuff is for like real top of the like end game sort of stuff that people are ready for it. That's about it, really. There's GCROCK and Discord commendations as well for helping me with content, being a GCROCK member or subscriber on Twitch, subbing to the YouTube channels, being a gifter each year. There's birthday commendations for Discord, GCROCK photographer. There's some goal commendations, so we have got these. These get reset every year and you got to apply for them again, but if you help someone get an FTC, or if you help someone get an Eagle Bearer, or if you help someone get a Ravenous, or if you help someone get an Ouroboros, then there are commendations that update every single month. You only have to request them once per year, but you can have this badge next to your name. And if people click on it, it'll show them the total amount of people who have helped in the Discord server. So like if you wanted the FTC one on, you could have the FTC one on, providing you help with FTCs. And then that badge will be next to your name. Someone clicks on it, it'll say this server's helped with, I don't know, 10,000 FTCs, and it keeps like an ongoing goal showing what we've done. So I thought they were pretty cool idea. Yeah, your Shade Agent badge. If you're a Shade Agent, you can have that next to your name. If you're the second wave member, you can have that commendation and have that next to your name. Same with Team GC. Community events. This is what we're going to finish on now. We're going to finish on community events. Community projects is something that might not launch in February. It's something I'm working. I need ideas, guys. So what I want to do with community projects, I want 2 form of community projects. They're monthly projects, and I want it to be in a main community server, and I want it to be on a second wave server separate to give clans something better. But I want them to be something that you work together as a community. And so I'm going to go over what I've got now, but I'm finding it hard what goals to give you. And I need 12 months of them. So let's go to our community events. I haven't linked it yet. Back to the top. We go to our community events. We have GCROCK community events. There's always something. We'll get around to projects during this. So there is always something going on in the GCROCK community Discord. We hope to add even more in the future. But right now, members can get involved in monthly community projects, which I'm not finalized. It ain't looking good. But monthly community projects. What is finalized? Monthly clan projects as well. But what is finalized? We're going to have annual seasonal events, an annual GCROCK community league, the second wave clan league, and an annual GCROCK fantasy football league, which we've been doing for a few years. That's soccer, you Americans, soccer. But maybe do NFL in the future. All community events are attached to our community commendations. They offer vanity rewards within the community server, and in the future we aim to add prizes. Any prizes will only be available to members who have the Shade Agent role in our community. Most events are worked around the division, but there is scope for other games in the future. We once did a one-off FIFA event, which was a blast. This is where a lot of the custom badges I was on about will be attached to as well. You're going to have to take part in these events and place in these events to unlock custom badges where you have your own badge next to your name. So community projects, this is where I'm stuck a little bit, but this is what I've got down right now. Community projects refresh at the start of every year. From January to December, we will release one project at the start of every month. Members must work together to complete each project throughout the year to be rewarded the yearly commendation, which is a priority badge, and it will unlock for all community members if each project is completed. Projects are released each month, but members can complete them whenever they like, as long as they are all done before the 1st of January the following year. In theory, this means that members can wait until all 12 projects are out and complete them all in one go, but I advise that you start working on them as soon as you can. Kind of got that from the division. That's how they do their kind of projects, and I think it's quite cool. So like people that might be away for a few months and come back and still get involved and help. Every year there'll be a new commendation and priority patch to work towards. In the future, our plan is to attach a community giveaway if the community completes all of the projects. But I just don't know what projects to give you guys. That's where I'm at. So DM me any ideas. At the minute, I'm just struggling on what we can consistently give you each month and what's I don't know. This might not go into maintenance unless I can get some ideas. But the second wave clan project, exactly the same. I want a monthly project for just clan members to work together to achieve. And we'll see if we can come up with something. It was just something that was on my mind. And I just hit that wall. I just hit a wall of like what we could actually do for the projects. Because it's so I have an idea of like, do this month, do that next month, do this that month. It's how do you then record that? How do you manage how much of that project's been completed? It's not like, it's hard, but like, do we do complete 1,000 control points? Do we do help with 1,000 raids? Like, we'll see. Seasonal events, this is something that is set in stone. We're going to add more to this. Seasonal events are quick-fire events that will happen throughout the year. We currently have these events. Every October, there's going to be a Halloween event. Every December, there's going to be a Christmas holiday event. Each event will always be a contest. Contests can range from photo contests, speedrun contests, endurance contests, and much more. You'll have to look out for the announcements each year for each seasonal event to see what they entail. Placing in any of these contests will reward members with commendations, and winning these contests will reward members with priority badges. Seasonal events are not just locked to the division game. We will try and have fun with all sorts of events and tournaments, depending on what interest we can gain. In the future, we aim to offer prizes too for the winners of these contests. Now, sometimes Call of Duty all of a sudden is a favorite within our community. We can hold a Call of Duty contest. Sometimes, I don't know, there's a football tournament on like the World Cup, we could hold a FIFA contest. This has scope to do just a lot of fun stuff with any game, and we can just have a little bit of fun with it. And we'll try and get some set in stone, like Halloween. Every Halloween have a Halloween photo contest or Christmas photo contest. We'll have a bit of fun with that. And then as we progress and as funds become available, we'll attach prizes to these as well, in form of gift cards or something greater. GCROCK Community League. We trialed this last year for season 1. Pilot season, not season 1. This year is going to be season 1. It was great. Fair few teams took part. I really appreciate the feedback we got from this. Was great. This is currently what I've got for you. It is starting in March this year, the first season. The GCROCK Community League runs from March to June every year. Teams take part in various challenges and compete against each other to see who can be the GCROCK Community League champions. Anyone can take part in this league, but challenges can be targeted up to a group of 8. We suggest that teams register with a minimum of 8 members, but we accept teams of any size. Each team must have a captain, and they must submit the names of the people who will help them during the league season. The captain can only be registered to one team, but other members can transfer between teams up to 4 times in a season. They can only be registered to one team at a time though. Captains are free to amend their list of team members whenever they like, but will only score points if they complete objectives with people on the team member list. Each team must have a team name even if you enter solo. You're also free to have your own custom badge to use in the GCROCK server. So while the GCROCK League's on, in my GCROCK personal server, you can even upload your own custom badge for your team, but only in that server. And providing we don't grow too big and hundreds of people take part in this, which we'll deal with that bridge if we come to it. The GCROCK server is the personal server of GCROCK where all teams must take part. A channel will be set up for each team taking part in the league season to share evidence, etc. for the league scoring. Each league season will last 4 months, with each month giving teams different challenges to compete with. Teams have to complete each of these challenges within the month that they are given them to score, but do have up to 1 day after the month has ended to submit evidence. The challenges work like this. Each month will have a speedrun event where teams will compete against the clock to set the best times that they can. The fastest times will score more points. Each month will have a big challenge that is aimed to test the team. Scoring will range depending on how well you can perform in the task. Each month will have a set of additional smaller challenges for quick fire points. At the end of each season, all points are tallied up and we see who are the GCROCK Community League champions. There are multiple commendations available to teams that take part, and the winning team will unlock a custom badge that they can use for the next year across all of our servers. In the future, I aim to add a giveaway to this event where teams that can complete all tasks during the season will be entered into a raffle for the prizes. Second Wave Clan League works exactly the same, but you're going to be doing it within your individual clans. So we'll put individual clans up against individual clans in the same format. This just runs from July to October. So once the main community league's over, we then start the Second Wave League with the same format, but it's like clan versus clan, like a sort of clan battle league. You've got to be a member of TSW to take part in this one. Clan managers are going to act as the team captain during the league season. Clan managers and lieutenants are not allowed to transfer clans. Clan members are free to transfer clans as usual. Clan members will monitor which members are active and helping the clan during the season, which members of the clan that are not. Any rewards given at the end of the season will only be given to members of the clan that participate, and all evidence for the season can be submitted through your individual clan channels in the Second Wave server, where it works exactly the same. Speedrun event each month, big challenge each month, set of additional smaller challenges each month. And at the end of each season, all points are tallied up to see who are the Second Wave Clan League champions. There are multiple commendations available to clans that take part, and the winning clan will unlock a custom badge that they can use for the next year across all of our servers. In the future, again, I aim to give giveaways to this event where clans that complete all the tasks during the season will be entered into a raffle for prizes. We have the GCROCK Fantasy Football League as well, which we're not going to go over. Currently, that is what our community events look like throughout the year. Again, one of my goals for the community is to be engaged with you guys, give you guys activities, make a little bit of fun. So many of you guys say we keep the game alive for so many of you, and without our community, you wouldn't be playing it. So I hope that this just adds to that. We know Division can have some very dry spells at times, and with all this stuff going on, we hope that at least keeps you kind of in the game, keep you interested, keep you a part of it. And there is scope with seasonal events to have a bit of fun with other games as well. I remember once we were heavily into Destiny. That's a good example about the seasonal events. We wanted to do a Gambit sort of tournament. At the time, it would have been great. Now it wouldn't. So that's just going to be something that we can really go with whatever the trend is in our server at the time. If a trend starts, we can get something going. If the trend goes, we'll revisit if ever the trend comes back. But stuff like a Halloween event, Christmas event can always happen. So lots of engagement, lots of opportunity in the future. I'm hoping lots of prizes. Giveaways are something we want to introduce to the community. I'm seeing the next few years as potential once we get all this done and get into full flow and we get growing like I know we can grow again in the next few years. I'm seeing potential to start giving you guys giveaways quite often. Stacy says I'm not a chav. Milk must be in chat then. What's up, guys? You could probably do some charity community event once you have a few stream leaders capable of showcasing being for a goal. Yes, charity streams is something we want to bring back. I used to do one every year, but we haven't for a year or so. It's just been because how busy I've been trying to refine everything. But that will be coming back, charity streams. So exactly how many TSW clans are there? I think about 50. I'm up for the GC Community League. Good to hear, Smuggler. A little bit different than last year. We're removing the help part. I just read through it. You'd have noticed a little bit different. We're having no cap on team size. A little bit more streamlined. And the challenges won't be so demanding. But still challenging enough, I hope. Six years along with UGC and still the best streamer group I've been a part. Thank you, Big Tay. You're about to start streaming also. Tired of getting up every day to go to work. I want to sit home and get paid by playing video games. You know? There's times, I'm being absolutely honest now, I think there's times where I kind of miss getting up and going to work. It's funny when people say that. But yes, it is a dream at the same time. It is. Actually going to work though, and then coming home and being free to do what the fuck I wanted was fun. I'd miss some of those times, but I would. No, this. I'm joking. At the same time, this is awesome. Wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So thank you. When is the next PC raid help? Just need 7-9 horse materials to give. No, I don't know. A leak at the minute. We've got a 24-hour stream to do, and I don't know when that is. We got it. I'm gonna. If I do a 24-hour raid stream this month, it's probably gonna be on PlayStation. Next PC one. Not sure. But I know you need help. We'll get you in as soon as we can. Don't lie, you don't get up in the morning. I used to be good at getting up in the morning. I did. I used to be okay. Nah, I get you though. Good luck with your streaming, Big Tay. Good luck with it. You need any advice from there? That's it, guys. Is there anything you want to ask before we end this? It's 5 o'clock. I'm due to go and help Stacey do food and get back onto all the work I need to do to get this ready for you guys. That is everything I've been working on in the last few years. That is the new foundations. This is what's going to pave the path of our community going forward. I hope you guys can see the benefits in some of these changes. It's hard to like, you've got to remember there's your side of it, there's the community member side of it, then there's like the community team side of it, but then there's the content side of it, and it's always worked side by side, and I've been that lead, so I've always had to kind of like grow them all and how can they interlink and work together. And having that time, I know I always blame Stacey and everyone, Joe, but having that time away from it to like add to our family, having a year or two where I wasn't able to stay in with the community, I just had to work on the channels. It became dislodged. Like I had no clear connections between channel and community. It wasn't connected anymore. It was hard to, like, I want to grow my channel, I want to grow the community, but for me to do that like I used to, it's got to rejoin. It had to rejoin, and this is that. This is rejoining the community, the Discord communities with my YouTube channels, is rejoining, linking it all back in together so then I can work and do what I do to grow it all together again. So it's hard. Well, again, it's kind of hard as a community member to kind of 100% get that and see that. But that's why it's always important to have everything right and all the right processes and just stuff, because you know, it'd be great just to be able to just do YouTube. I love the community as well. I don't just do YouTube and Twitch. I'm a community leader also. And I said it in one of the announcements recently, they're two separate jobs. They really are. You've got the content creator side of things, which I could just solely focus on and be over 100,000 subs by now if I wanted to. There's the community leader side of things where I could just focus on that, but then that's not as monetary. You don't get as much monetary gain for that. So I kind of do both. I got to keep both growing, and the best way I can keep both growing is by making sure it always stays linked together, and we're just linking it back together after a few years because of Stacey. Oh, go on, Big Tay. Never too late to start. I started at 30. What happened to getting up at 4:35 a.m. every day? That's still on the cards. We're also starting intermittent fasting very soon. I'm waiting to get all this out of the way. I can't tell you how much work this has been. It's such a weight on my shoulders. Once this is out there and we're back, it's all done. Those 4-5 a.m. mornings are going to start tidy. Looks good, thank you. we're going to end it there then. Thank you for tuning in terms of the GCROCK Safehouse podcast, this is something we started last year. We got up to 4 episodes before this all stopped because of all this and getting busy, working on all of this. So as soon as this is done in February, we'll be looking at bringing the Safehouse podcast back every month, where we just sit here and talk to you guys about all sorts of things, mainly the Division 2. There's so much conversation I'd like to have around the Division 2 right now. Maybe we get another Safehouse podcast episode up soon if we find the time. But if not, it is coming back, and I'm looking to make this podcast a monthly event where we just chat here and talk about stuff. It can be anything. Division 2 will be 99% of it. But it could be anything else. It's the trends or something we want to talk about. Community related again, where we talk about the community and stuff. But it will return. We started last year and ended it after 4 episodes just because we've been busy with this. I've had to stop a lot of stuff, including streaming in recent months because I've been busy with this. But it's all coming back. I'm going to head off and get some food. Thank you again for tuning in. Again, everything I spoke about today is on the website. I can get you the link in chat now. If you want to go and read through anything, there's a few more additional articles there. Feel free at your leisure. You can read through all the vision. Oh, no, not that one. Ignore that one. That one it's this one. The website is another task I've got. It's not finished by any means yet. So if you look around the website, a lot of work to do. But the vision's there. All the articles are there. You are free to read everything that I've just gone through today. Cheers, Poon. Cheers, Doof. Haven't even started the food yet. I might get a shower then because I'm sweating in here. I turned the aircon off because it was loud and the mic was picking up on it. But appreciate you all, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. For the people who have been waiting for this information. Sorry it's not exactly what you wanted or expected or whatever. I ask that as we go forward. Just wait for it. Especially the Team GC stuff. Just wait to actually see it in practice. It's one thing being down on an article like this. It's another thing actually seeing it and how it works. And as I said when I was talking through that, all this is just the foundation. It's the new foundations. None of this is set in stone. We're going to process this. We're going to go through the maintenance. We're going to work at this. We're going to take feedback, and then we will advance this new foundation as we go. The most important thing, though, is getting the channels with the Discord linked back together, grow them together again, and be a part of it all again. And the new foundations allow me to do that. We'll work together to advance these and make them better. Think that, bud. What's up? Hope to maybe join the PS5 stream eventually. Oh, there you go. The opportunity is there now with the new setup as well. That would be good. But that's something that's coming back to the channels. My new setup with the YouTube is going to be, we're going back a few years where we used to help a lot in our streams, and that's what we're going to be doing. We'll be, obviously when the division's busy with stuff, I'll be doing my own division stuff, and still like we have done for the last year or so. But while the division's quiet, rather than just get bored with the game, we're going to be loving life, helping people in the community, and just pushing that like we used to. This enables all of that again as well. Ah, pit of pizzas. That's my fave. I'm coming, Stace. I'm done. Guys, thank you. I might be live tomorrow. I said I'd try and do 2 streams this week. We haven't played the Division, so I might be live on PlayStation tomorrow. I have to see how tonight goes. If I'm live tomorrow, I'll see you then. If I'm not live tomorrow, it's going to be next week in our 24-hour stream. I'm going to be getting a 24-hour stream set up. It'll be good to have you in, Jen. We're doing weekend raids as well, Jen. So, again, once in full flow and not as much work on my table, I'll be like, guys, who's available at the weekend? I want to play off stream. I know that's good for you. But, yeah. Either see you, I'll definitely try and go live tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. For worst case, we'll see you next week. Have a great evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. You're all awesome. Much appreciated. And peace. Good night.